Jungian quaternities. I've heard a lot of explanations of why the quaternity is something essential and why it's a symbol of wholeness. And I've never really found an explanation that made me satisfied. I sat with this for a little bit, and intuitively I came to my own understanding. And I'm curious to see what you all think of it. So, when I think of the Jungian quaternities, the explanations that I've heard, and what I think might be fundamental to them, the four comprising pieces that fit best to me are inside, outside, self, and other. And this makes a lot of sense in the Jungian perspective, right? Because I have a self and there is a not self, the other, right? And there is an inside of the self, which is what I'm consciously aware of in my mind. And there is an outside of the self, which I am not consciously aware of, right? That's where the shadow and the animon, all of that stuff is wrapped up. Now, in the world outside of me, there's also an inside and an outside. So in the other, the inside of the other, is what I'm not privy to and what I tend to place my projections upon. And then the outside of the other is what I can consciously attend to. So you see this balancing of dualistic groups, dualities. So what is conscious to me in myself is internal. What is unconscious to me in myself is external. What is conscious to me in the other is external. And what is unconscious to me in the other is internal. So there's this interplay between these four aspects that always oppose each other, but allow us to experience. Sorry, my kids are making noise upstairs, so I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Tell me what you think, and tell me if you've got a better explanation. I'd love to hear it, because it is kind of a mystery, right? It's one of those very fundamental questions. You know, I mean, you could think about it in the four elements and other explanations like that, and I think that's fine too. But I think it's more fundamental than that. I think the four elements, or the functions, once we get down to that, I think those are subordinate. I think those are infraordinate contents. And I think the superordinate categories are inside, outside, self, and other. And I think this is where you give rise to the concepts of introversion, extroversion. And this just really describes the interplay of start and movement and finish through a psychological process between an individual, their environment, and their understanding of it. So, all right. I hope that helps.